Akila, we can go ahead, start the program.
Yes, ma'am. A very good evening to one and all gathered here for the art which has given us a soul. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Now, I invite B. Sandhya to deliver the welcome address.
A very pleasant good evening all. Hope you are doing well. I'm Sandhya from STG Women's College. I would like to welcome respected dignitaries, youthful audience, and a wide spectrum of viewers to this special event. Without music, life would be a mistake. Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that which cannot remain silent. I would like to welcome Shri Parur, M.A. Sundhareswaran sir, violinist, Shri G. Venkata Subramaniam sir on violin support, Shri B. Sivaraman sir on mridangam, Dr. S. Karthik sir on gatam. I also like to welcome our Honorable Chairman sir, respected correspondent sir, respected Principal Madam, Director M.D. Srinath sir, Finance Coordinator K. Savima ma'am, and the Kamala ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandhya. Now I invite P. Manjubashni to speak on SPIC MACAY.
SPIC MACAY, Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture amongst Youth, is a non-political, nationwide voluntary movement founded in 1977 by Dr. Kiran Seth, Professor Emeritus at IIT Delhi, who was awarded the Padma Shri for his contribution to the arts in 2009. SPIC MACAY's intention is to enrich the quality of formal education by increasing awareness about different aspects of Indian heritage and culture and inspiring the young mind to imbibe the values embedded in it. For this, the most accomplished artists of the country render programs of Indian classical music and dance, folk, poetry, theatre, traditional paintings, crafts, and yoga, primarily in schools and colleges. In 2011, SPIC MACAY was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Sadbhavana Award in recognition of its contribution to youth development. All these programs are organized by thousands of volunteers, largely students, teachers, housewives, retired people, professionals, young and old. SPIC MACAY celebrates Nishkam Seva, the spirit of volunteerism, giving selflessly without expectation, a value intrinsic to our culture and important to nurture in today's world. SPIC MACAY is an affirmation of a priceless cultural heritage, the pulsating and dynamic vitality of young people, a solid value-based education, the effectiveness of voluntary work. SPIC MACAY stands on the shoulders of its four main pillars, together working towards the collective effort of reaching every child and enriching the quality of education, going beyond the barrier of techniques and methods. These four pillars are artists, institutions, volunteers, and supporters. SPIC MACAY introduced the lecture demonstration format to present Indian classical art forms in a comprehensive manner in front of today's youth, which has given them an understanding of the basics of classical art forms and done away with the misconception that classical arts are difficult to understand. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandhya. Now, I'm very delightful to introduce our today artist, Honorable Parur M.A. Sundhareswaran sir, who took up violin playing under the guidance, tutelage and inspiration of his grandfather, Shri Parur A. Sundaram Iyer, in his unique Parur style. He joined the All India Radio in 1985 as violin staff artist. He has given many special programs such as South Zone Hookups, national programs, and Sangeet Sammelanam. He is now a top rock artist in All India Radio. He won Kalaimamani Award by the Tamil Nadu government in 2003, Lifetime Achievement Award by Safe Chennai in 2014, Saptagiri Sangeeta Vidwan Mani by Tyagaraja Festival Committee, Tirupati Maharajapuram Sandana Memorial Award 2015. He has been acknowledged as one of the leading violinists in Carnatic music field by the media and press. He is proficient in Hindustani music also. Now I warmly welcome Parur Shri M.A. Sundhareswaran sir, violinist, and the accompanying artist Shri G. Venkata Subramaniam sir on violin support, Shri B. Sivaraman sir on mridangam, Dr. S. Karthik sir on gadam to perform.
Over to the technical team.
Please give us a moment.
Abhishek sir.
Yeah, ma'am, just trying. Just give me a moment. Just give me a minute.
Namaskarams. We are indeed happy to perform violin duet for the August organization SPIC MACAY. I am Parur M.A. Sundhareswaran, son and disciple of violin legend Parur Sri M.S. Anantharaman and grandson of Parur A. Sundaramayyar. I also learnt from the legendary violinist, my uncle Parur M.S. Gopalakrishnan. On my left, I will be assisted on the violin by Anayempatti G. Venkata Subramaniam. He comes from a great lineage of Jaladarangam Subbayar, his grandfather, and his father, Anayempatti S. Ganeshan, who is a violinist vocalist as well as great Jalandharangam player. On the right, we have B. Sivaraman on the Mridangam, disciple of the legendary Dr. T.K. Murthy sir, who is going to be celebrating his 100th year. And we are very happy to be performing in the August living era of this great maestro. He also belongs to my Guru Parampara. On the left, we have on the Ghatam Sri Karthik. He is always known as Ghatam Karthik, disciple of the legendary Vikku Vinayak Raman sir. With these few words, we seek your blessings to perform today. You must have heard the first item, that was Pranamamyaham, Raga Gaulai, Mysore Vasudevachar, in Adi Talam. Vasudevachar in Adi Talam. Mysore 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 Vasudevachar in Adi Ta The next item you heard was Chinna Natena, Ragam Kalanidhi, Aditalam, Tyagaraja's composition. Another musical trinity, his composition is the third composition, Muthuswami Dikshitar. The song is Seshachalanayakam, Raga Varali, Rupakatalam. The main item today, which you have heard with the engrossing Tanyavartanam of B. Sivaraman and Gadam Karthik, was none other than Mohana Ragam, masterpiece of Saint Tyagaraja and Misra Chaputalam, Yavarura. You just heard a scintillating performance by my accompanying Vidwans. So that was the reason for the elevation of the concert. We concluded the concert with a Tillana in Raga Kamas Aditalam. Please find the author. I will come in Zoom and explain. Thank you. For the esteemed audience, we are always obliged. You have patiently heard our concert, and I thank all my artists on the stage and the organizer and the persons who have provided space here in Mylapore for recording everything. We seek your blessings. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful enlightenment music. It was a great experience for all of us. Thank you, accompanying artist, who gave us serene environment, even we are miles apart. And again, thank you for taking us into heaven and give a peaceful mind. Now, we are going to start our interactive session. It's a time to clarify your doubts.
Good evening, sir. Who is your inspiration, sir?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I think to start with my inspiration, everything was my grandfather Parur Sundaramayyar, who established this style of playing violin in 1891. This style is almost 130 years old and continues. He imbibed the various nuances of various Hindustani instruments, music, Carnatic instruments and music. And his Carnatic inspiration and music was Veena Janammal, and his inspiration in Hindustani music, Guruji Vishnu Digambar Paluskar. With all these words, we try to imbibe what little we can to this concert. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Would you please share a precious compliment that you have received from your guru, sir?
See, my grandfather, who initiated this style, I don't know what inspiration he got to learn music and violin. He was born in 1891. He went there from Parur, a village near Alvay, Kerala, to learn music in Trivandrum. In the year 1897, he was taken to that place by his uncle. There he came under the tutelage of Ramaswamy Bhagavatar, Narayana Bhagavatar. They are all related to the living legend, Dr. T.K. Murthy sir, who is going to celebrate his 100 years of service to music. Still, we are living with this legend. From 1897 to 1908, he stayed there and learned the nuances of violin and Carnatic music. Then he went there, from there to Gandharva Mahavidyalaya in 1908, Mumbai, by ship. There he came under the tutelage of Vishnu Digambar Paluskar for Hindustani music. He learned Hindustani music and introduced the instrument violin to northern part of India. till such time, Hindustani music was having only sarangi as main instrument to accompany Hindustani music. My grandfather introduced the violin there, and thereafter it got the place of representing both as solo instrument and accompanying instrument. From 1908 to 1916, he served there as professor of Hindustani music. Then he came down to Chennai during World War I, settled there in Mylapore, Chennai, and there he got married, and thus his sons, my father M.S. Sanatharaman, my great uncle M.S. Gopalakrishnan, were born, and they got imbibed into his music. He also served as music professor, Carnatic chair in Madras University. These are all the various inputs by which the style got evolved, and we got his music all through the blessings of elders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Do you listen to any other form of music other than Carnatic music, sir?
Yes, my grandfather was very much interested in listening to all varieties of music throughout the world. I used to just sleep with my grandfather in my young days. He used to tune to Gulf radio to hear the Arabic music, then Chinese music, then the Russian music, ballet music. Then he also used to listen a lot of Western classical music, both vocal and violin. Fritz Kreisler was his most sought after violinist, German violinist. He got to import plates from Australia through ship. We used to practice those violin recitals. My father used to write notation, converting Western music into Indian classical system method of tuning and play the Western music pieces. My father and uncle used to play Western music pieces in their concert as part of their music. My grandfather believed in Bharatiya Sangeeta, that is his motto. World music is Bharatiya music. We imbibe nuances from all varieties of music and try to give our own method of producing music, and try to now only before the undivided India, Indian music was there, both Hindustani, Persian, Russian, and everything combined together. After independence, after those geographical differences, so many divisions of music also came. We try to keep it separate. Anyway, one will overlap the other, and we try to be Bharatiya music and world music. We salute everything. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, according to you, what is the future of Carnatic music, sir?
Carnatic music, my idea is those music that came through the lyrics and musics of the Thevarams, of the Nayanmar's 64 saints, of the Alvars, and then in Tamil music, and especially after 1700 through the musical trinity Tyagaraja, Dikshidhar and Syama Sastri, and not last but not least the Saint Puradaradasa. All these put together evolve the present day Carnatic music. Of course, the technique we use to produce this music without diluting the music, but at the same time use our identity in producing that Carnatic music is the Parur style. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Other than playing violin, what is your passion, sir?
My passion is to say, which is related to music. I like talams and layam. Say, for example, what we practice in music and violin, we have to produce in oral mathematics. People here in south, down south, call Konnakol, Chollukatus, which we should be able to explain to both musicians and students, and then possibly put them in swaras and try to do that in violin and vocal. I also sing a little bit vocal, and I also do the conical portion, so that it will be beneficial for my students as well as the overall production and the result of the music which we do on the stage. I will, for example, I will explain one thing. Say, Garizani pa, Garizani pa, Rizani paga, Garizani pa, Rizani paga, Garizani pa, Tabigana patim baje. Before doing that, we should be explaining that in syllable. Tadi ketatam, tadi ketatam, tadi ketatam, tadi ketatam, tadi ketatam, ketatakatarakatam. Ketatakatarakatam is, for example, is a higher speed, which usually Gadam and Mridangavadwans play in order to enjoy their Tani Avatanam, and also to have mastery over Layam and music and Talam. We have to know the various other art forms also, so that you will have more confidence in producing your own music. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Do
Thank
you
you.
remember your first stage concert? Please share your experience, sir.
There is a place called Tyagaraja Sangeeta Vidyat Samajam, established in 1929 by my grandfather, Parur Sundramayar, especially for a holy place and a temple for Tyagaraja, where all musicians from different parts of the world used to assemble, not only for Pancharatnam, the 5 gems of Tyagaraja during Bagula Panchami day, they sing and play, but also whatever individual singing or playing, they will be given free chances to play anytime throughout the year. I played my maiden concert with my grandfather, playing just a few Tyagaraja Kirtanas in the year 1965. That was my first experience on the stage with my grandfather. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, did you have any stage fear as a child before your performance?
Actually, as a child or a young person, I do not have much stage fear. The stage fear has creeped in as I put more service. Since I know what I am playing, since I imbibe the various ideas for various people also in my output, I am very conscious of that. Because of that, my self-confidence is there, but at the same time, the fear is always inside as a professional to produce right thing at right place at right time when you grew old. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We also develop our self-confidence.
Thank you. Thank you. Do that. Thank you.
Sir, other than violin, can you play any other musical instrument, sir?
So I try my hands on the percussion instruments, but I don't know. For example, I use my fingers to do all percussion things sometimes. Something like that. I do whenever I am free. When my thinking goes, I want to see the result of my thinking and use my hands. Also, I used a bit in, say, percussion instruments like tabla and mridangam, and also ganjira, something like that. I learned Hindustani music from my Guruji, Krishnanandji, who is a direct disciple of the Doyan Gangubai Hangal of the Kirana Gharana. In this Gharana, apart from singing and playing violin, you should know the nuances of tabla. Then only you can direct and also mingle with the tabla player to produce Hindustani music. So my nuances of tabla was taught to me by my Guruji Krishnanand. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, what is the message for youth who want to take up Carnatic music as their career or profession?
You can take the Carnatic music as career or profession, but you cannot expect instant results, which people may expect immediately. My uncle and my father, M.S. Gopalakrishnan ji and M.S. Anantharaman ji, have put in nearly 14 hours per day of practice. And my father and my uncle used to say that similar to IIT degrees or engineering degrees or MBBS doctor degrees, minimum 5 years is required with minimum of personal practice of 8 hours per day, apart from learning the nuances of music and the instrument. Then only you can see the result start flowing. But nowadays people expect instant result within 6 months. They want to fly to foreign countries within 5 months or 6 months. Such results are very difficult, and it will be like aluminum. You may get instant results, just like aluminum vessel will get heated. But at the same time, the aluminum vessel also will lose heat within a short time. Similarly, you will not be able to withstand and sustain in the field. So hard and long effort and patience are required. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, which is your favorite raga?
How can I say which is your favorite? Both eyes are required. We can't say when I was a child, I was attracted to certain ragas like Hindustani, also ragas which are common for both Carnatic and Hindustani music. So the flavor may differ, but I was attracted to Hamir Kalyani, Hindolam, Brindavana Saranga, something like that. But as I matured as musician and imbibed more knowledge, I got challenged and attracted to ragas like Mukari, Husaini, Atana, Yedukala Kamboji, core Carnatic ragas. So as you grow old and your age increases, your experience increases, your maturity increases, you transform yourself from physically exploitable raga to mentally exploitable raga. Just like there, two things are there in tennis, power tennis and art tennis. In those days, lobs used to be there in tennis matches. Nowadays, severe fast service, that is called muscular tennis. So physical tennis as well as mental usage of tennis methods. Similarly, music, physically exploitable ragas and mentally exploitable ragas are there. A combination of both of them would make you a full-fledged musician. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, who are your favorite musicians?
Throughout the music career, you have several musicians, past, present, and future are all there. But music is more important than the musician, because music is greater than man or woman. Every musician, man or woman, will have their own greatness. You try to imbibe all those greatness as you grow old, both age-wise, and you get maturity. So there are several doyens whom I have accompanied both in Carnatic music and Hindustani music, apart from my accompaniment as a second violin to my father and uncle. So my father was an open man. He allows me to not only produce the music and the style of playing from our family, that is Parur style, but he always tells to imbibe knowledge from all persons from wherever it may be. So it is a combination of factors rather than one particular musician. Music is great, as I said earlier, and we try to imbibe the various nuances from various musicians and try to get the best of the music. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Akila, if you're done with the questions, we can move on to vote of thanks.
Ma'am, only one question here, ma'am. How do you feel interacting with college students today, sir?
I am very much happier to interact with each and every student. If I am asked more questions, more information will come out of me. I am very, very happy to not only give a program for SPIC MACAY by God's and elders' blessings. I am very much happy to interact with students equally. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for clarifying our doubts, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I invite Nadima Afros to give the vote of thanks.
Music is the literature of heart. It commences where speech ends. Thanks for this keen and exposure writing. I'm grateful to appreciate all participants from head to toes. I would like, on my behalf of our institution, to thank Parur Shri Sundhareswaran sir and accompanying artists in an astonishing SPIC MACAY event, supported by Anand Bajaj Foundation, SRF Foundation. It's my pleasure to thank Chairman Sir, Correspondent Sir, Principal Madam, Vice Principal Madam, Head of the Department, Director, Dr. M.V. Srinath Sir, Fine Arts Coordinator K. Savima Ma'am, E. Kamala Ma'am, respective dignitaries, and all participants. I'm so glad to thank Vidyavasan Ma'am for being our side and encouraged us to strive for excellence. Once again, thanking you all.
Thank you. Namaste.
The violin generally carries the melody. Thank you so much for each and everyone to participate in this wonderful program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste.
Namaste.